Start off with Omni-Man versus Bardock, chat. This shit's tough as fuck. Death Battle last time was fucking insane.
Hey,
so this one better not fucking disappoint at all.
For Moby Dick.
Here are some topics.
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And
Fire.
then, in a
Fire.
single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why Omni-Man? How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade. With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal, mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire,
Chat. Let's see. 25, 19, 34, 9, 43. 43 grams of protein in one.
Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for
44,
Imperial assimilation.
53.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers, and he's basically
53 grams,
invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space.
Holy shit, wait, I ain't think about that. Holy fuck, he's actually light speed.
We held his breath the whole way, and it's not like he was in a rush. He was on
He is light speed. Wait. Nah, that's not light. Wait, that is light speed.
a soul-searching trip,
Fuck,
contemplating the
that's
significance
insane.
of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway.
my
The
God.
older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present
I'm
environment.
opening my fucking
Reacting to
packages.
changes that
I got a hairbrush, I got floss, I got a bonnet. Chat, I got everything. I got protein. Bro, the protein's actually really good.
an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Eve should be way more OP, regardless of whatever the fuck anybody says, but she's, like, chopped. She's, like, limited as fuck. She puts in work, but, bro, I don't know if it's her stamina or what exactly it is. Like, I've read the comics, but, like, I completely forgot about Eve. I never really liked Eve as much. I only saw her as, like, Mark's girl. I never saw her as, like, a strong character, so I never really cared about her. Alright.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out,
Oof.
or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh, only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly
Save this
tough,
for
but if he
Gianna.
faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered
Invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by
I got a
flying
bonnet.
straight through it.
I don't know how to
A
put this shit
planet
on.
so big it has a whole ring around
What the
it.
fuck is
The Roche limit
this?
factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because
I'm so confused how to use this shit. This is my first ever bonnet chat. How the fuck does this shit work? How the fuck Manny in a bonnet in the Big 25? That's a tough ass development. Go your hair. Okay, I'll learn how to do that shit later. Fuck it. Alright. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna react now.
If Roche isn't doing it for you,
damn,
this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit.
Cool.
And even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles.
Okay, they're doing the
Comparing
math
this to
for
the
us,
planet's
chat.
diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific
Sound.
high-pitched frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their
How?
own way.
How
But
is the
Nolan
craziest one? That's what I want to know.
was
no,
lecturing
that's
to
crazy.
Mark about how insignificant people are. Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
Omni-Man messed up as fuck though. Omni-Man's easily, like, just as a character, not strength. You could maybe argue top 5 all time. He's not, but realistically, character-wise, he's top 3 in my opinion. Like his character development.
This Memorial Day.
Stitch has a movie. What in the fuck? Since when the fuck?
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no
my
other,
hand smelled like
born and
fucking
raised to
chocolate
do
now.
just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta,
Yeah.
ruled by
Yeah.
King Vegeta. Well, narcissist.
I got Bardock. I got Bardock. Oh wait, if he could go millions of times, Bardock can go Super Saiyan though. Oh wait, are they gonna allow Super Saiyan? If they allow Super Saiyan, I'll go Bardock. If they don't allow Super Saiyan, I'm going Omni-Man at that point. Fuck it.
Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock
Nah, I
was
thought
a cold-blooded killer,
Turles was also
ruthlessly
fun.
conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had 2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's
Tough.
stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming
is
power.
so
His final
cool,
spirit
bro.
cannon is like a key-powered
The
bazooka.
blood of his fucking
rebellion
bro.
hammer
That's just
punches
tough as
nice enemies
fuck.
unconscious.
The blood of his fucking friends. Bro, on his forehead, on a headband?
Spear basically
Like, bro, nah, that stuff is fucked. That's clean.
turns him into a supercharged
What?
battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on
Damn, but him or Invincible? Not Invincible. Omni-Man? I have to see if they go in Super Saiyan.
fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most
that's
Saiyans,
true.
he saw his sons as nothing more than
He
future
dipped on
soldiers.
him, but...
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker
Some
form,
can.
low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. Power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his
If you try to, like, even match him with Gas or any of those people from that arc, generally speaking, you would be able to get him, like, pretty high up there. Like, Omni-Man level, yeah.
potential.
Like when his
But
son fought
if you
Prince
use
Vegeta.
only
What's
Dragon
the
Ball
scholar
Z,
say about
you're
his
cooked.
power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes
I'm going Bardock now. Yeah, these feats are scaled
sense
up
given
to fucking
far weaker
hell.
characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went cheerio.
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment
Damn.
changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could
Valid.
ever imagine.
And
Valid
the
ass
dickhead
bitch,
blew them all up and he died.
Stepped into Wick Studio.
An ad?
and
Never mind. I
handled
take
every
what I
part of
said. I take my
from
compliment
one
back. What?
platform.
Why now?
Or did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
non-canon, whatever.
yeah.
He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably
They're allowing
pissed
everything?
off, he went Super
Bardock,
Saiyan.
Bardock,
What?
Alright, this is very
Bardock,
much an alternate
Bardock,
universe
W.
scenario, and
Bardock's
it is
gonna win.
jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone.
I don't give a
It
fuck.
requires dedication.
Super Saiyan. Saiyans are stronger than fucking Viltrumites. put a Super Saiyan like against a fucking Viltrumite, a Super Saiyan's winning. Fuck out of here.
Introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
I got Bardock.
Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent...
Manscaped's goated. Manscaped's goated. They're not like helping me, but like I have a Manscaped. They're goated. Skip. I wanna see the actual fucking fight. If it's on Mojito level, let's see. Fuck out of here. Alright. PNG lock.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Is that Billie Eilish? Fuck.
This planet
I'ma just bob my head.
anyone's to conquer.
Nah, Bardock got this.
Don't underestimate me!
Bardock's cooking this
my
shit.
son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass!
My sons would kick his ass.
My sons would kick his ass!
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Ozaru? I don't know. Making yourself a bigger target for Omni-Man? I don't know.
You see
But I mean,
the real power of a Saiyan.
I think Omni-Man might be quicker. Omni-Man might be quicker, and then they might be stronger. Like that might just be what it is. I don't know. I don't know what Bardock scales at.
Am I supposed to be
And I like
impressed?
Dragon Ball. I've read Invincible too. Damn. Is Omni-Man like upscaled? What is this fucking fight? Omni-Man has never done this. Bardock shouldn't. Bro, they just said Bardock was like a trillion times faster. And like bro, they're upscaling the fuck out of like Omni-Man in this fight. What's happening? What's happening? He still hasn't gone Super Saiyan. He's going Super Saiyan now, right? Lock in.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my...
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
No.
That's tough.
My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my... I won't let you take me from
What
my...
the fuck? I need to see all of this. Like, no.
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 Shit.
4K? I put it to 4K now.
No. My sons. Lead me. I won't let you take me from my war.
That's so tough. That's so tough. That's so tough. Nah, Bardock.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
What? And this is gonna piss me off, bro. This video's gonna piss me off.
You said Saiyan. Remember it. Fuck.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking
Fuck you. Fuck you. Shut up.
fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating.
What's the first comment? I wouldn't be surprised if Death Battle was secretly sponsored by the Frieza Force. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? So I don't want to point out the other, but I think Death Battle team is racist towards Saiyans. Spoiler: the winner of the Death Battle is a super alien warrior from a planet that conquers other planets, and also a super alien warrior son. Death Battle, I'm making DBZ characters lose. My son could kick his ass as a father version of my dad could beat up your dad. This is the first time it is controversial. It's just universally agreed that you're wrong. Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's controversial. I thought Bardock had that in the back. I didn't think that was... I like I knew about no ECB on a Super Saiyan. Granted, it's not canon for Bardock. This is pretty entertaining. But he's beating him without it. Bardock should have won. Bardock should have been won. Alright. At least people know. People. What? 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 I don't remember this. Fuck Bowser. Fuck all of that. What? Wait, let me finish this. Let me finish this. Oh my god. We're about to watch that. That's 2 videos back to back. I can post those for fucking YouTube. Bro, I got this and then I got the fucking God of War. Bro, God of War would be so tough.
Specific categories stand out.
Damn, and Omni-Man's Bardock is a fucking tough-ass one, too. Damn, that's tough.
With speed, Bardock is much faster given his power level.
I been said he was fucking faster. You said it 1 trillion times. And I'm like, bro, like he should have been blitzing.
Match Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan.
I'm not gonna cap chat. I'm so sorry. At that point, I don't think it's a matter of strength. Like if you blitz him that badly, why the fuck was Omni-Man getting so many licks on fucking Bardock? Bardock didn't do shit. But he's... The numbers don't add up. 450, like, more, like, bro, not even more. He's at 20 billion times and he's at 475 trillion times. Do they not know how the fuck these numbers stack up? There's no fucking way. No way. There's just no way. No. Hold up.
huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible
Fuck no.
involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet.
You're just like upscaling them. Like he's putting them like to a level that they never reached. Like, no. Okay, certain scaling that they're using is pretty accurate. But I'm already telling you, they're gonna upscale the fuck out of Viltrumite. Like, strength-wise, I don't think Viltrumites are that high up there. Like, realistically. That's just generally speaking. Like, okay, raw, pure strength, they are pretty strong. But, like, overall, in genuine, like, the strongest in comics and anime, they're, no. They shouldn't
Its
work like
size and density are so high that
Saiyan-
its
and
inhabitants
Saiyans
are
are,
as
like-
strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned.
I look
at
like
its
I'm
L1
glazing, but,
point,
bro,
a spot that creates
no.
an uninterrupted view.
If you
between
know how
sun and
Saiyans
satellite.
scale, no.
And the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24
He's putting up Manny numbers.
zeros.
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000.
So one gaps in speed, one gaps in strength.
Times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's
Nah,
perfectly
bro, I
fair
don't
to
know.
question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's
Fuck,
been
because
around
he's older. Fuck!
a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases.
Omni-Man, higher strength, better durability and stamina, far more experience, less versatile attack options. Bardock, higher speed, better ranged options, limited pool of ki, hasn't mastered Super Saiyan or Great Ape. If you use manga, I don't know.
Letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance
I'll give it. Fuck it. I'll just agree. I'll agree with them this time. I liked it. I've split it.